Alright, so welcome back. So let's continue our story of Monkey Island. So we were about to talk to him again.
Excuse me, but oh, it's only you again. Come back for the map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island, huh?
Yeah.
I hope you brought enough money this time.
How much,
I'll take it. It'll make
Yeah,
a
sure.
swell gift.
There you go. You made a wise decision. Now get lost. Excuse me, but oh, it's only you again. I told you there was only one in existence. Now get lost.
Right, so we got it. So let's look at the map.
I think I've been had. This is no map. It looks like dancing lessons.
To the monkey. Back 2, 3, 4, left 2, 3, 4, right 2, 3, 4, left 2, 3, 4, right 2, 3, 4. Might be useful to remember.
Excuse me, but oh, it's only you again. I told you there was only one in existence. Now get lost.
Or we have to dance somewhere. Might be possible. She's not back yet.
Hey, I'm back and I'm ready to know more about the future. Guess no one's here.
Alright. So let's go out. Nothing to do here. Let's get the shovel and the...
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster.
Digmaster, the only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts.
And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again.
Right, so let's grab the shovel. Let's buy it. We need to find a way to open the vault.
What do you want?
Somehow.
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8.
Oh,
What else do you want?
About this shovel.
yeah, I want to get the shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me. Yeah, you'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want?
Sarcastic bastard.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Oh, be my guest, Fancy Pants.
Aye, you just earned 76 pieces of 8 from me, yeah?
What do you want?
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of 8 you ever spent. What else do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Right, sure, but what else can we do here? We need to do something with the safe.
Davy Jones Lockers. The last word in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices.
Look at the sign.
Ring bell for service.
So, is this a way to open the locker. Back, left, right, back, right, left, back. Cha-cha-cha. We can pull the handle. Can we also push the handle?
I can't move it.
Look at the map again. And left, right, back. Oh, wrong. Do we open it up?
It's locked.
No. Right. Pull. Push. Pull. Push. Oh, we did something wrong. I think we were doing fine. Right, let's grab a little pencil. So if we go back, left, right, then left, right, back, right, left, back. Might be the code, or it's the code in the labyrinth. Push, then pull, then push again, pull again, why did it go back? I don't think it's it. I think it's a four-piece combination.
Oh, I should have known it'd be you again.
I think so.
The sword master says you can jump in the lake, by the way. What do you want?
I think I'd just like to browse.
Whatever.
Right, so let's go somewhere else. We have mints, so we can go to the... what do you call it? The prison. And we can give mints to prisoner.
Oh, Grago mint.
Grago mint.
Refreshing. Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
Who are you?
My name is Ores. At least I think it is. I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely. Can't you see? I'm innocent.
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
What flowers?
The yellow Konish Indormi flowers in the forest. It's against the law to pick them.
Oh.
So, how's the food in there?
Oh, you know, the usual. Slop, grog, gruel, rats, bugs, and body lice if I can catch them. I have a carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made, even though she knows I detest carrot cake. Actually, the cook at the bar is an old friend of mine, and sometimes he sneaks me food, like pork trimmings, mostly feet and lips. But once in a while, he brings this really odd rump roast.
What was so odd about the rump roast?
Well, it's the only rump roast I ever seen with a prehensile tail.
So who'd want to frame you?
I don't know who exactly. I think it was a conspiracy. And if there's one type of piracy I don't like, it's conspiracy.
Sheriff Shinetop sure is a jerk, isn't he?
No kidding. Fester Shinetop is the meanest man on Melee Island. Luckily, the governor keeps him in check most of the time. We used to have a fair, decent man for a sheriff, but he recently died under mysterious circumstances. If you ask me, I think the new sheriff had something to do with it.
I think you've said enough, Otis.
Whoops!
I hope you haven't been taking this filthy vagrant too seriously. He'd say anything to avoid paying his debt to society.
He seems innocent to me. Why don't you let him out?
Maybe you should mind your own business, stranger. I'll
Stranger.
decide who's innocent and who's guilty around here.
Sorry.
Look, I don't know what you're up to. But whatever it is, it's probably illegal. So forget it. Wherever you go on Melee, I'll be watching. And if you try any monkey business, you'll end up in here for good.
Man, is he a pill or what? You see what I have to put up with? You better go before you get us both in trouble. Look, I like visitors and everything, but I don't have much more to say. Plus, my throat's getting dry from all this talking. Why don't you go find someone else to talk to? It's not like I'm the only pirate left on the island or anything.
So there's also
It's locked.
a rat here. I think we should be able to do something with the rat, but what? Let's go to the governor, see if we can do something with the dogs and the stewed meat. Give stewed meat to piranha poodles. Give stewed
Piranha
fish.
poodles don't eat fish.
So we need to do something else with them. And we need to get a new piece of meat. Can't I go so we need to get past the troll. What's over here? We didn't really take a good look here. But there doesn't seem to be anything here. Is there anything? Can we push? Employees only. that doesn't work. What to do?
I'll just be running along now.
Give fish to...
Hey, don't mess with my rat. I said don't pester the rat. I'm not gonna warn you again. Leave the rat alone. Hey, man. Frank, make him quit it. Oh, now look what you did.
What?
I'll just be running along now.
So the rat ran away. What can we do? Is there anything?
I don't want to bother them.
Don't bother
He
them.
looks pretty shook up. No
bother
thanks.
them.
I can't stand salesmen.
The dog doesn't want to do anything with us.
Well, if it isn't the boy who wants to be a pirate, how do you fare on your quests?
I'll just be
Nothing.
running along
Nothing
now.
new.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
Hey! You can't come back here!
Right, so wait for him to come out. Then we will go in. We'll pick up the meat. Use meat in stew.
It's not a bay leaf, but every cook makes substitutions.
We used it.
Ow! Got it!
Now we have stewed meat and spicy stew.
It's boiling hot. I don't want to put that in.
Fish in stew.
Ow! Got it!
It's still stewed meat.
I think it's full of that foul stuff pirates drink.
We don't have anything to...
That doesn't seem to work.
catch it with.
That doesn't seem to work.
Can we give the meat to the dog?
Grr.
Grr. The other way. Let's see. There's nothing we can do with this building. Nothing we can do with him. Nothing we can do at the circus, but maybe we can go to the fort. The fork, sorry. Grab a new flower maybe. red flower.
I don't think strolling through the forest picking flowers is very good practice for being a pirate.
Why not? Left. There we go. Right. Look at sign.
Danger. Open ravine.
And left. This is dead end. Oh crap. Campsite.
Looks like an old abandoned campsite.
Can I
I
pick
can't
it
pick
up?
that up.
Oh, can't. Yeah. Right, so we're here back at the red flowers again. Look at planted stump.
Looks like a regular old stump with the same red flowers that grow all over the forest. I can't pick that up.
Again. Annoying. Because I have two screens, sometimes misclick a bit. We are I don't think we've been here yet.
Creepy.
Can I pick them up?
I can't pick that up.
Rocket plant.
What a lovely plant. I can't pick that up.
Puff, puff. So go to the right. Back here.
Just a regular old stump.
Getting a bit confused how to get back. I need to get back to the beginning. Can't get to the other side. So where to? Since we have that map, we are able to go here. Alright, I think we're back at the beginning. Alright. So let's try this again. Both places go here. He didn't want to go Didn't want to go in here before. So back, can't go left. Oh. I'm messing up already. I'm bad at following orders. I need to figure this out. First, let's go to... We've been to the circus. So the bridge with the troll.
Stop! You must pay a toll.
Look behind you, a mouse.
I'm not falling for that. Scuttle along, you scurvy sea slug. You can't pass until you pay the toll.
How much did you say the toll was?
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance. None shall pass.
Can we give him the flower?
That's pretty useless, but it's not what I want. None shall pass.
Do you want the...
None shall pass. That's pretty useless, but it's not what I want.
He wants something
None
useless.
shall
But he
pass.
doesn't want
That's
the
pretty useless,
chicken.
but it's not what I want.
You want a
None
fish?
shall pass. A red herring. Pass.
Oh, alright. Nice.
I don't see anything special about it.
That's buff, alright. So let's go to the lights. Stan's previously owned vessels. Look at the
Spiffy.
boat.
Cute, but small. I don't see anything special about it. Welcome to Stan's previously owned vessels. I'm off searching the globe right now for the finest in previously owned marine transportation. Have a look around. I'll be right back. Stan.
Right, can we open the door?
It doesn't seem to open.
Right. Use grog machine with... We have nothing to use the grog machine.
Dull, dull, dull. Ah, a fixer-upper. Now that's a nice-looking vessel. Looks like one of those well-engineered imports.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this one is still afloat.
Right. Let's use money on grog machine. Maybe we can get ourselves some grog.
Huh. Nothing.
Let's push the grog machine.
Huh. Nothing.
Let's use shuffle on...
Pieces of 8 with a preferred local currency. I'm not stupid enough to do that twice.
maybe pull.
Huh. Nothing. Huh. Nothing. I don't see anything special about it.
Well, then... Currently I don't know what to do here. So let's continue onwards to the house. Nothing else on the road towards it. Sword.
Captain Smirk's Big Body Pirate Gym. Prices. Sword training, 30 pieces of weight. Cannon firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook, 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
Is there more here? No. Right, so let's just open. Let's just go in.
I think I'll knock. It'd only be polite.
Then knock. Go ahead.
What do you want, you wimpy little spineless maggot?
Could you train me to be better than the Swordmaster?
Better than the Swordmaster? You? You could never be half the sword fighter Carla is. Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Carla at Port Royal. The local constabulary had us cornered. It looked like we were done for, but then she said, "But I digress. You just don't have what it takes."
I do so have what it takes.
You do not.
I do so.
You do not.
I do so.
I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course, it'll cost you. What do you got?
Well, I figured you'd do it for free.
Well, you figured wrong. What else have you got?
All I have is this dead chicken.
This isn't one of those rubber chickens with a pulley in the middle, is it? I've already got one.
Oh wait, maybe
What else have you got?
we can use this chicken with the pulley to get to
Well, I've got 30 pieces
Hook
of it.
Island.
Say no more,
That
say
might
no
be
more.
something.
Let's see your sword.
Okay, check it out.
Yes, this is a nice one.
It's a sword
Let's
master.
get to it. Okay, you maggot. Why don't you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it? Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer. I usually don't waste my time with vermin like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice. I need the money. Yes, I can see this is gonna take some special measures. Just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone. It's only because I feel that special student mentor pieces of 8 bonding that I'm going to these lengths. I'm gonna put you up against the machine.
Not the machine.
Is this gonna hurt? Yikes.
Come at me. Don't be afraid, you won't hurt me. Use your forte against the foible. Distance, distance! Distance, distance! Watch your footwork. Advance,
Oh, my.
thrust, recover, parry, riposte.
Hours later.
You're starting to get the hang of it.
More hours later.
Not bad. You've got good form. Now I'm gonna let you in on the true secret of sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like making love. It's not always what you do, but what you say. Any fool pirate can swing a sharp piece of metal around and hope to cut something. But the pros, they know just when to cut their opponent with an insult. One that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of insults out, shall we? Okay, imagine this. We're fighting up a storm. Just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with?
Oh, these are crap responses. For the insult fighting.
You must be thinking of someone else. I am not a farmer.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here.
That's so terrible.
You should have responded with something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see, it's razor-sharp wit like that that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with?
I am rubber, you are glue.
I can see we're in deep trouble here. A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. See? Razor sharp. Now, I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off.
Oh,
I'm sure you're feeling something similar.
we had hours of training. How can we feel ripped off? Alright, so I think now we have to encounter the pirates. I also need to go to this island. Let's try the bloodthirsty pirate first.
Move out of the way, or
Or the other one.
cuts my way through.
Nice night we're having, isn't it?
I sure hopes you had something more important to stop me for.
Why do you guys talk so funny?
Pirate lingo. It's how everybody talked back then. Come on, Guybrush, play along.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Alright.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
Oh, yeah?
Ah, we got one.
Soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab.
First, you better stop waving it like a feather duster.
Oh no.
My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
Well, we don't have a response for that.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab.
Oh, we know that one.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
Right, so we need to... Well, we only have these to choose from.
Boy, are you ugly.
What's the matter? Just get out of sword fighting class.
I give up. You win.
Ah. Right. So let's try it again. Come here, you stinking pirate. Ah. Again. My two screens sometimes just makes it a bit more challenging.
What you be wanting, you scurvy lubber?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die. My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Yeah.
Soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab.
I am rubber, you are glue.
What an idiot.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Right, come on, give me your insults.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
first, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
I am rubber, you are glue.
So
Look
we
behind
got
you, a three-headed monkey.
two more insults now.
Move out of the way, or I cuts me way through.
Ever notice how all these roads start to look the same?
Yeah, now that you mention it, they do. It's probably just that we're tired.
Ah, yeah, that's the reason.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Right, so let's
My
do
handkerchief will
this
wipe up
one
your
first.
blood.
Oh, yeah?
No comeback on that one yet.
Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
Well, he's terrible.
I give up. You win.
We didn't learn anything from him. Oh, that's really terrible.
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die. My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
So you got that job as janitor after all?
Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite get it.
I said... Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
I
How
don't.
appropriate. You fight like a cow.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
Oh yeah, we just.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
He was insulting me in hindsight. Alright, so we got we need to have you stop wearing diapers yet, and
Nobody's ever drawn
drawing
blood from
blood
me,
one.
and nobody ever will.
You run that fast?
Yikes! Nice
so
move.
we got two responses. In the meanwhile, let's go here. Let's go up. And no. Use the chicken pulley on the cable. Excellent. Should have thought of that before. Let's see who's in the house. Hello.
Hey! I don't like visitors. Who are you?
I'm a pirate, Cannibal Head.
I'm a pirate, Cannonball Head. Who are you?
My name's Meat Hook, and
Oh,
I
dear.
think you've got a little attitude problem.
Well, I think you've got a little hair problem.
Jeez, you just don't know when to quit, do you?
Obviously, neither did your barber.
Why, you...
Oh, that's not very nice. Let's try that again.
I suppose you've come to invade my peaceful home and insult me again, eh?
I'm Bobbin Threadbare. Are you my mother?
No, your mother was a duck. Now beat it.
Excuse me, but the sign said there were restrooms in here?
Sorry, but that sign's a little out of date. I used to have a thriving tourist business here. I had animal wax, tattoo demonstrations, souvenirs. But there was a little accident with one of the trained animals. One of our guests was hurt very badly. So I was shut down, put out of business. And since then, I've lived here all alone. And the only company I have is the same beast that mauled that unlucky tourist. The same beast that made me a hermit. A monster that, just by coincidence, is identical to one what attacked me when I was just a child and left me with these hooks instead of hands. A deformed man.
Oh.
Jeez. Now I'm all depressed. Thanks a lot. Can't you just leave me alone now?
Oops, I just realized that this is the
Oh,
wrong
I
house.
need to cheer him up somehow.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island.
Right, so let's...
I suppose you've come to invade my peaceful home and insult me again, eh?
What was your name again, Cannonball Head?
Look, I told you not to call me that. My name's Meat Hook, and you still have a little attitude problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Cannonball Head.
That's okay. I'd rather have a cannonball head than a ponytail. Ha 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 ha!
Ha ha ha.
Hey, you've
That's
got
terrible.
a pretty good sense of humor. Ha! Want to see something really funny? Ha!
Yes, please show me, Mr. Meat.
Ha ha! What's this? Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger. Pretty good, eh? I got a whole
That's
routine.
terrible.
But I don't have the time to do it all right now. Maybe if we're ever on a long ocean voyage together. But until then, I'm a very busy man, so...
Could you show me that neato tattoo thing again?
Well, okay, but just one more time. What's this? Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger.
Oops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island. Say
Right.
goodbye, Roger. Goodbye, Roger.
Right, so... I got the feeling we need to do something.
I told you,
Here.
I don't have the time to show you any more tattoo tricks.
Oops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island.
Alright, so... what can we do here? I think we just have to train with the pirates. Get some more... you know... insults, comebacks. We have to do this every time. Whee!
Wow, it works both ways. That's some chicken.
Awesome chicken. Alright, so we need to do something here with him. We need to learn insults. We need to navigate the labyrinth. We need to find a way to deal with those dogs.
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
Yeah, sure.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Alright, so we need to get...
Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
You run that fast?
Oh, we already had that one. Sorry.
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
That one is new.
Oh, yeah?
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
You run that fast?
Two new insults.
Uncle!
That's good, that's good. Come on.
Aye, this better be important.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Right, so...
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Oh, yeah?
Right, no response on that one, so that's fine. You run that fast.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
I am rubber, you are glue.
Terrible.
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
I'm glad to hear you attended your family reunion. I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
I'm glad to hear you attended your family reunion.
Yeah, you just used that one,
I
mate.
give up. You win.
Alright. So we need to get more... We need to get better.
Move out of the way or I cuts my way through.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
How much do we have to do to be good enough?
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath.
Excellent one.
There are no words for how disgusting you are.
So you got that job as a janitor after all?
You make me want to puke.
Those are all new.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster. I give up. You win.
So let's
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
I think we have to
My
try
name
the
is
labyrinth
Guybrush Threepwood.
again
Prepare to
as well.
die.
Right, we have done these.
Ugh, you make me want to puke.
I am rubber. You are glue.
It's of no use. We've done that one.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
I am rubber. You are glue.
Terrible.
There are no words for how disgusting you are.
Yes, there are. You just never learned them.
Ah, that's a new response. Excellent.
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath?
Excellent. We won.
Wow, you're good enough to fight the Sword Master.
Ah, I think that's the hint. Right, so let's go do that. Let's go try and fight the Sword Master. Maybe we have to go to the village, to the shop for it. No, let's go to our trainer first.
There's no answer.
Oh, well, never mind. I don't want to go to the fork yet. Because the map confuses me quite a bit, so I'm just trying to do something else first.
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous.
Maybe get a few more responses as well.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Yeah, prepare to die. Done that one, done that one.
Oh, you make me want to puke.
You make me think somebody already did.
Nice. Your response.
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
So you got that job as a janitor after all.
Me handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
So you got that job as a janitor after all.
Excellent. Get him, mate. Done that, done that, done that, done that.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
Excellent.
Yikes, nice move.
Excellent, that was fine, that was
Move
good.
out of the way or I cuts my way through.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Right, so got the puke, one dairy farmer's
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
Oh, yeah?
That was terrible. No words.
Boy, are you ugly.
Ah, is that the best you can come up with?
Right, so that's a no-go.
Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will.
You run that fast?
Right, so...
There are no words for how disgusting you are.
Yes, there are. You just never learn them. There are no words for how disgusting
Right,
you are.
really. Really.
Yes,
there we go.
are. You just never
They
learned
lost.
them.
Wow.
So let's
you're
go
good
to the
enough
shop
fight
and
the
fight the
Swordmaster.
Swordmaster. Let's do that first. And that will make us one step closer to being a real pirate. How can we free the guy from the prison? So little shortcut. Let's go in.
I've got my eye on you, boy. Steal
Sure
anything
you
and I
do.
break your legs. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Right, so let's just use the belt, get him back.
Oh, I should have known it'd be you again. The Swordmaster says you can jump in the lake, by the way. What do you want?
Huh.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Then I
Oh,
don't know
be
what to
my
do
guest,
yet.
Fancy Pants.
So how do we get rid of those dogs?
I can't move it.
We got a yellow flower.
Did you just come in here to get out of the cold, or do you actually need something?
I wanted to see the Stormmaster, but apparently that's impossible. Anything here we can do?
Employees only.
Nothing. Church can't do. We can't do anything with the church. I really think I have to go to the labyrinth then.
There sure are a lot of spelling errors.
I don't know.
I don't want anything but my freedom.
He doesn't want the flower.
Oh, Grago mint. How refreshing. Thanks. I told you. I don't have much more to say.
So what can we do with the meat?
I don't want anything but my freedom.
He doesn't want the meat. Look at lock.
It's locked.
Really? Use
That doesn't seem to
sword
work.
on. No,
That doesn't seem to work.
that's impossible. The dogs are just devouring the meat. So we can't really do anything here yet. Use flour on. Use meat. Oh.
Important notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
Excellent. Now let's
I can't pick that up.
let's keep it at this. So next time we will enter the governor's house. Yeah. So thank you for joining me again and see you later.